Hello guys, welcome back to Chappu Chavaru. South Indians, especially Keralites, are less bothered about this manipulative and exaggerative Kankanafication and Arnabification of the news. Look at how far we have come. It was hashtag Justice for Sushant Singh Rajput in the beginning. And what is it now? Justice for Kangana Rana? Really? Is this what we wanted? Being a Malayali, being a South Indian, these are the key learnings that I could understand from the ongoing drama that associated with the tragic demise of Sushant Singh Rajput. Linking victim card to all the arrows that come in your way is far safer than linking Aadhaar card with SIM card.
As an individual, I was harassed, molested in the film industry. Then I was faced with drug racket, and when they disposed me off, they tried to put me in jail. Figured out, oh, maybe I am a feminist.
Kangana is to feminism what Arnab is to journalism and Modi is to India. First of all, feminism is not about abusing fellow women, bashing random men, and being casteist, racist, sexist, and communal as Kangana is. She's using all the available cards that she can lay her hands on to further her own agenda. Journalism is not what Arnab is doing. It's better to set a parental lock on Republic World and such horrible channels not to prevent at least our kids from consuming toxic, shouty news.
मैं पूछ रहा हूँ सलमान खान का नाम लेकर कहाँ है सलमान खान? Why Mr. Pathan? Don't be an anti-national. Don't be an anti-national.
BJP is investing in Kangana Ranaut as they clearly know that she is an absolutely wonderful source of distraction. If she gathers enough support, she can be used to take down Maharashtra state government and she can be the face of BJP for the next election. We should appreciate Kangana's PR agency and BJP IT cell for trying hard to make her image as a revolutionary brave woman and a torchbearer of truth. Last but not least, it's our duty to decide and choose as to what we want to talk about and concentrate on. Our country is going through some very pathetic situations, like we have crossed the 5 million mark of COVID-19 patients. India is continuing to add fresh COVID-19 cases at a record pace. We will soon overtake the US to become the world's worst hit. Our economic growth has reached a historic low with a GDP growth of minus 23.9% due to the total mismanagement of the economy, unplanned and arbitrary lockdown by the government. In fact, it is the worst GDP growth performance since 1947 and also the worst among G20 countries.
These omissions. Dr. Sumant C. Raman, how do you explain
Rahul,
that?
before we start, I want to place on record my deep disgust with the fact that on a day when our GDP has contracted 23.9%, on a day when China has
Dr. Sumant C. Raman, you don't have to be part of this debate if you find it so disgusting. Don't waste your time, don't waste the nation's time, don't waste the viewers' time, don't waste my time.
But our finance minister has said that it was an act of God. Oh my God. Now, many Indians have been realizing that this government is also a poor act of God. It is highly shocking that an anti-terror law UAPA has been used to arrest a young singing idealist like Umar Khalid for his alleged role in Delhi riot. He has always opposed violence and communalism in any form. All he did was give a speech on promoting unity. The Delhi police deliberately failed to register cognizable offences against those who made hate speeches which actually triggered the riot. Our unemployment rate is terrible. 12 crore job loss and 175 lakh small businesses are on the verge of closure. The Farm Bill has passed by Parliament to help corporates amid unprecedented uproar and protest by the opposition. Farmers are coming out on the road and protesting against the bill and being beaten up. Their representatives in Parliament were denied a vote, and yet the government just declared the bill is passed. The irony is that our Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi has congratulated farmers and said the government is with farmers. Wow.
Happened in Rajya Sabha. We have the footage of what happened in Rajya Sabha. Members asked for a vote. We were denied it. It is unprecedented. It is a historic day from the worst sense of the word. We were denied it. And do not spread this kind of propaganda that I tore up a rule book and all bakwas. We have all the footage with us. At the right time, we will send it out. MPs had to shoot the footage. Bottom line, opposition wanted a vote and on the farmers bill, and BJP did not want to vote because they did not have the numbers. This story does not end here. This story does not end here. BJP told you it's a historic day. It's a sad day. It's a sad, sad day for parliamentary democracy. More coming up.
And a lot of issues. But the protests and sounds against these severe issues are being suppressed by the chaos of ongoing drama. Creating controversies is the most common practice done by politicians and actors to get more public attention and to increase their publicity. Kankana is not that stupid who spoils her own career and attract enemies for a man who is gone. If she has to speak the truth and expose the darker side of Bollywood, then for whom she was waiting? If she has so many issues, she has been an actor though for a very long time, right? She should have brought it up and spoken about it right at the beginning. Then why did she choose the day when the public is getting emotional over Sushant Singh Rajput's death and at the time of Bihar election? Something is definitely fishy, isn't it? Think wise, act wise. Don't let anyone to manipulate you and play with your mind. Our system is a gutter filled with worms, cockroaches and snakes. Everyone has their own personal and political agenda. Thanks for watching.